you put your hand up yet? And I haven't looked.
Not yet. I feel like that moment is coming.
Probably soon. Very soon.
You're gonna see me over here like I'm being choked to death. It's just me not wanting to cough.
Yeah, and I thought the reason I originally started laughing is I thought you were just messing with me to test me.
Oh no, I really had to cough.
I started laughing before you coughed because I thought you were just screwing with me because I wasn't paying attention, and then all of a sudden you turn around, you're dying.
Yeah, it's funny because like I feel 100% fine.
Yeah, I had that.
No,
yeah.
I think it's right before you went to Dallas.
Yeah.
I went home for that.
Yeah.
Like I had Sunday and Monday, I was in bed all day. And then like we recorded Sunday.
Sure.
And I powered through. And then that night and Monday, I just couldn't get out of bed. And it wasn't even the cough so much yet. It was just like everything else. Like my body was just hurting, tired, sweating bullets. I broke a fever twice.
Jeez,
and then
you really at it then, huh?
yeah, it was a blast, man. Let me tell you, I'm really pleased with Athena. And then
oh, I forgot about that whole thing. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
And as much as I don't like being sick, my biggest worry was headshots and media day was Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, Wednesday. And so like I have we had 61 guys come through training camp. And the last thing I want is to sound like I'm like a big pile of sick. And so they came through and I was all right Wednesday. Like I started feeling good Wednesday and I was just, there wasn't a second I didn't have a cough drop in. And I'm I'm in my little workspace, like chugging Dayquil.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I mean, I am incredibly tired. I'm faking it as well as I can right now because, as John knows, as we're recording this real quick one here, I did a real short, like 15-minute podcast with Captain Lou Gamelin from the ACHA Power Play show, talking about her team and stuff. I didn't ask him to do this. He did it on his own. He gave me some time at the end to plug our show. So hopefully all angles will get a few more looks. But just to get to that point, took a couple of these for sure of pretty strong coffee because I'm surprised I'm not sick because you know how it is on your side, but you've also seen me go through it anytime, especially the first road trip of the year.
Yep.
And it's this, in this case, it was essentially 30 to 32 hour round trip on a bus up to North Dakota and back. And the absolute, let's just put it out there, dump of a hotel they put us in up there. And I don't give a shit if he hears this because, you know, grateful we didn't pay for the hotels this trip, but I see why. They paid for them, and it was an absolute shithole.
Was it like Alligator Alcatraz, but in the middle of North Dakota?
Dude, it was awful. So I'm shocked. Jeremy wasn't feeling great, partially because he's 6'3" or 4", whatever he is, and he couldn't get comfortable in the bus because we left the bunks for all the players and for the second bus driver, which we didn't know the second bus driver. We thought it was one of those relays where they'd pick one up and exchange along the way. No, they were both on the bus. So we lost a bunk there, which was annoying because we didn't know that till they arrived. So we lost a bunk. So Jeremy and I, you know me, I don't sleep on him anyway, so I didn't need a bunk, but Jeremy does, and he didn't have one, and he's tall and his back's killing him, and he didn't feel well because of all that. I normally feel like absolute garbage after these trips, and other than just being exhausted, I feel all right. But
yeah, for not sleeping that long on a bus, that's tiring as all hell.
Yeah, we game ended. We played at 2:00 yesterday. Game probably ended 4:30ish. We got back to Springfield, Missouri at about 9:00 this morning after leaving straight after the game. So it was a solid, 15 to 16 hours. It was actually a little shorter coming back. We didn't stop as many times coming back as we did going. So, but anyways, yeah. So that's leading up to the reason why we're here is to say we're not doing a full show today because I'm sick. I'm tired.
That explains us perfectly right there. Sick and tired.
Sick and tired.
That'll be our second season title.
Yeah, I did joke with Lou. I was like, it's because he brought up our podcast and he's watched a couple episodes, I guess. And I was joking. I said, we've got the Tuesday show, non-sports, Friday sports. I go, now that both of our seasons are kicking in and we've got a lot on our plate, we're talking about adding a third day because that just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, 100%. Why not? Why not absolutely just
Yeah.
take the very last minute of free time we
Our
have?
season has now started and we're struggling to do the 2 we're supposed to be doing already. Let's add a third.
Welcome to the All Angles podcast,
Yeah,
everybody.
exactly.
This abridged version today is brought to you by exhaustion and illness and me being pissed at the person that got me sick still. If you
you
remember
talked
a
to her?
week ago. No, I didn't even go to that location last week. So my voice is a little bit rough. I was getting better. But then last night I photographed the Lorna Shore show, which we actually talked
yeah.
about Lorna Shore the week before.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going to the show.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the one I photographed last night, and it's all like deathcore. It's called. So I mean, this isn't like with singing hooks. I mean, it is all
Yeah.
the
yeah,
garglies. And you know, Will Ramos. Like we talked about Will because he does his stuff with the charismatic voice.
Yep.
He's a small person.
Yes. I've seen, now, as we talked about, it's not my style of music, but I've seen him on Elizabeth's show, Charismatic Voice. And yeah, and they've been together, not just like we are separate places.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
been in the same room together. And you can tell he's not a big dude.
But the man, let me tell you, the vocals they get out of it, and the thing is, like, especially for people who don't know, there are actual lyrics and stuff, and he tells some pretty crazy stories. We talked
Lyrics
about the
in the
song,
music?
yeah.
Talking about.
We talked about the song Glenwood that just came out, and that was unbelievable live. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome show. But the thing is even talking to other photographers, it's noisy, so I'm talking louder and pushing it. So now my voice isn't as great.
John's dying, everybody. John is dying.
Right.
He gave me this whole speech beforehand. If you ever did that, just to try not to acknowledge it was happening, move on. But I just can't because I'm an asshole. So
Now the clip is commentating on it. Clip my cough color commentator.
yeah, I was about to say I'm doing play-by-play on John's coughing.
Oh my god!
But you're also seeing exactly why this is going to be a real quick show today.
Yeah, I mean, why not give you some proof of it all? But,
Yeah.
But yeah, Cliff was on the bus trip. We toyed with the idea of doing it while he's on the bus, but like he said it was noisy. And I just, like I said, still wasn't feeling great. But
I think if you were feeling better, we might have just tested it just for shits and giggles.
yeah,
It wouldn't have gone very well, but it would have been funny to try at least.
we would have got a lot of special guests, I'm sure, impromptu special guests from it.
I would have had to be very careful where that camera was probably.
Yeah. But I miss the road trips. I do miss hockey road trips, even when they're uncomfortable. It's always just, I'll never forget with the Brahmas going to Vegas. Like when we came over the hill, right, but when you could see Vegas in the distance, everyone went freaking bonkers, and it was hilarious and it was awesome.
Yeah.
At the same
it's
time.
it's funny too because even with the Brahmas, and I complained a lot about that bus, and rightfully so, because it broke down all the time, and Frank would get mad at me for talking about how it broke down all the time, but I really don't give a damn.
I don't know anything about making Frank upset.
Yeah, funk that. But the one bonus we have on the bus we had like on this trip is, and I posted a picture. We've got all the TV options in the world in there. The TV the bus had, we had our own just in case the TV on the bus wasn't working properly. So we had multiple things going. We had the Chiefs Giants game on the coming home last night. We were watching random hockey stuff going up, and it's just in fact, since our games were Saturday, Sunday, we drove up Thursday night and into Thursday morning or Friday morning. So we had some kind of random stuff to watch Thursday night, including a hockey game Thursday night. But yeah, it was fun.
I saw you guys had or at least you had it on, at least just for the picture, the Capitals preseason game up in Boston.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Caps. God, again, I'm not trying to get you in trouble, and I don't think I will for saying this. What a boring game.
Was it? I didn't even really get to watch it. It's first preseason game. Like,
this was no real juice, and you'd think with like a bunch of rookies playing and guys trying to make a name, they'd have a little more juice. But
we had a lot of guys in that game. Like Hendrix Lapierre has had some games in the NHL. Like he scored his first goal, and there's like this super great picture somebody took. I think it was Scott or Patrick. I think it was Patrick. But TJ Oshie's like picking him up by the jersey.
Yeah.
And like celebrating his first NHL goal. Like that was pretty cool. But he's He's like our lineup right now, our top 12 and our top 6. Like I think we have like only one spot available. And so it's going to be kind of a rough thing and the players know it. But like we have that Andrew Crystal, which is a young guy, it's really good. Ryan Leonard, which finished the season with us last year out of BC. And Crystal tore up the CHL last year. He was with Spokane.
Ryan Leonard is a stud.
Yeah, he's a good player. Also not very big. He's just strong as hell.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude too. And then who's the other young? Oh, we have the other one, Lukovic. I think is how you say it. Like he was our first round pick last year, and it's like all these guys. And we got a guy Alexei Protas.
Yeah,
he's humongous. He's like Jeremy's height, but like 2 something. Had an awesome year last year. We have his younger brother, which is his size. So like these Belarusian kids are just massive, but it's a tough thing. Ilya didn't play last night, but like so Wednesday, we have our first quote unquote home preseason game, but we have to go to Hershey. I'm sorry, the game's on Thursday. I'm going there probably Wednesday night. But Hershey's awesome because it's sold out. Like everyone's all excited. The Hershey Bears is one of the most historic AHL teams. They have more Calder Cups than anybody. But we have a really good relationship with the Hershey people. So like the whole time, they're like, do you need a hotel? Like, what can we do? Like they take care of us really well up there. But it always trips them up when I check into they have the Hershey Lodge, and then they give you a free candy bar. And I'm like, no, thank you. I don't like chocolate. Yeah, and then you could see them start to short circuit.
Yeah, I would too. You're weird.
Yeah, the girl Casey that works for the Hershey Bears said it the best. They look at me being like, "Sir, do you know where you are?" But I wish we were playing in the old Hershey Arena.
Yeah, I love that place, but we've talked about it. That place, I love that arena, but it's one of the scariest walks down the step in the stands because it is.
It's like a ladder.
It's vertical, and you take one small step, you're done. You're gone. Yeah.
I remember being a kid, we had the Utica Devils in the AHL. We went to Hershey for a game because we did like Utica versus Hershey, and the next day was Devils Rangers at the old Meadowlands there.
Yeah.
And so we just went from one up to the other and back home. And then I remember my mom is terrified of heights. So she saw we were sitting, and my mom started going full, like, cussing, and she flipped out so much they just moved us down to the lower bowl because my mom just couldn't even think about going up there. So like we had the whole Utica Devils like fan club. They called them the Devils Advocates, which is pretty clever. But they were all up there, and then me and my mom were down in the lower bowl, just like kind of on our own.
Nice. But no, it was a good weekend though. I'm okay being this tired. We had a good weekend up in North Dakota. Back at it this weekend. And back at it this weekend, it's a special weekend for us here in Springfield because it involves a close friend of ours. It's going to be Snowdrop Foundation weekend.
I saw it. Did you see my comment on the Drury hockey page?
I did indeed.
I think it's a very valid reason to be mad. Can you pop that up real quick and show everybody why I'm mad?
Give me a second here. I forgot why you were mad. Because again, just to be fair, as we keep repeating, I'm incredibly tired. I've been in bed all day. We got back 9 o'clock this morning, unloaded the bus. I came straight home, came straight to bed.
I honest to God thought you were going to go, I forgot why you're mad. Because let's be honest, there could be a million reasons.
That too. I just don't exactly remember what you said. So let's pull that up. Some other comments on here, but that's fine.
Trish and Kevin both laughed at my comment.
Okay, yeah, I see it now. Well, Trish loved it. Kevin laughed at it, and one of our players' dads laughed at it.
One of your players what laughed at? Oh, dad.
All right, here, let me
look at this. This is ridiculous. You shouldn't even. Hey, and by the way, while you're pulling that up, why is you Mary stuff all red, white, and blue, and their uniforms are black and red?
What do you mean red? They're not black and red either.
They look black and red on the feed.
No, orange and blue.
Oh God, their color is really bad then.
Yeah.
Which is funny because your stuff looked perfect.
I mean, John, we're 6-0. That's the definition of perfect.
All right, look at this crap.
So this is our graphic for today. Normally it's in our colors, but we put it in Snowdrop and children's cancer colors, which makes it look like Mardi Gras. Now that I think about it.
But I looked at this and I'm like, what the hell? Which school is which? Until I saw the chin guard.
Chin guard, yeah. Yeah, it's the DU Panthers versus the DU Panthers. We played them last year too. Yeah.
This is infuriating.
Here's John. I want to win for the simple fact that Davenport looks too much like you guys, and I hate that. Also do it for Snowdrop Foundation. So yeah, that's Kevin laughed. Rob Kosek, his son's one of our defensemen, and Trish loved it.
See? I'm rallying the troops.
That's what's happening this weekend. And hell, what the hell? I'll go ahead and say it. If you're so inclined, go to the Drury University Hockey Facebook page. And they're also doing a jersey auction. There's only one available online. And right now you can get it. Oh, it's not letting me click the link. That sucks. Well, right now the bidding is only at $80. It's already at $75 bid is in. It's a $150 value, but you can win one of those jerseys. We talked about it when Kevin was on the show, the significance of the number 16 and keeping the C, which I was going to take off. I was like, oh no, that's stupid. I'll keep it on. Chelsea passed when she was 16, and I kept the C on there for Chelsea. So that's the significance. Yeah.
For those that might be catching us for the first time, the Snowdrop Foundation is a foundation that raises money for kids in pediatric cancer. It's also been coupled with a movie called Delivering Hope, which we had a guest, Kevin Klein, which we've already discussed is just how small the world is, of how Cookie and I both ended up knowing this guy. But he basically takes a bag full of names of kids with pediatric cancer and runs them to the Arctic Circle, to the post office up there, right? With the bag.
Yep.
So, and he runs it on what's the highway called? I always forget.
Dalton Highway.
Dalton Highway in Alaska in the middle of winter. Cookie and I are winter guys. This is not in our.
No, that's insane.
Yeah. And the documentary is absolutely phenomenal. It's on Prime. It's on iTunes.
It's here.
And Google TV.
All of our winning here. All of our winning. Somewhere in here I have that info. A cheap way of showing us winning a lot. Dang it.
I don't even know who Drury is.
Shut up. Where is it? It's on here. All right. This is getting ridiculous now.
Welcome to the beginning of hockey season, everybody. Here you go with the post.
It's all, yeah. Well, this is the team page, but I posted it on the team page. Now I've got to find it again. All right. Good grief. What is
I feel like we're getting there. We're getting there.
We are getting there. No, that ain't it. Oh, here we go.
There it is.
Jeez. All right, there it is, down at the bottom here. Apple TV, Google Play Movies, YouTube, and Prime. And I think at some point it will be available on more options as well, but that's where you can find it right now.
And it's like $3 or $4 to watch it or something.
You can rent or buy depending on the app. But yeah, it's $3 or $4. Proceeds go to the foundation. So yeah, go help those guys out.
It's awesome. The film is awesome. Me and Cookie are huge fans of it, obviously. So,
and then go bid on the jersey. The jersey's badass. I actually have. You know what? Hold that thought. You're muted.
Probably for a good thing.
Yeah. There we go.
That jersey's nice.
Well, thank you. I mean, I designed it.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I like the shoulders. Yeah. No, it looks good.
Yeah, so, that's it.
Now, the bidding was at $80. Now it just plummeted to $13 because Cookie's wearing it.
Yeah, so let's get the bidding up. It ends September 28th at noon. So that's Saturday, probably. And we have another one. If you're in the Springfield area watching this and come to the games this weekend, you can bid on another one of these that'll be in a silent auction at the games that will end during our Saturday game.
Yeah, so definitely go bid on the jersey. It's for a great cause. Go watch the film. Follow the Snowdrop Foundation on all of the socials. And it's a cool thing. And we loved having Kevin on here. We loved talking about how we both had met him at random times. But the foundation and everything he's doing is pretty incredible. So definitely go and do that.
Should I wear this? Should I wear this on the bench this weekend? Or that just, why not?
Because you're going to be around all your players and you're going to get all their shit all over it.
All their shit? What do you think we're doing on the bench, John?
Their sweat and their ickiness.
Dude, I wear essentially a white pullover on the road and my white tennis shoes, and they're fine.
You got to have it up. If people are going to bid on it, then you got to have it up close and personal with them.
Well, there's going to be one up there to show.
Oh, that's not the
They
same
ordered
one?
multiple, but they're only auctioning 2. So
Oh.
I got one already. They gave a bunch to their staff members down in Houston. And then they've got one for online bid and one for the in-person bidding.
How much are they individually?
Well, I don't think they're offering any individually.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if people were going to be able to buy
Yeah,
them.
it's literally just the 2 that are going to be available for bidding for the public.
Nice.
But they wanted to get them for their staff at the headquarters down in Houston for the foundation. And then I asked for one because obviously to support them, but also because I love having behind the camera here, I've got a closet with a bunch of the jerseys I've designed, including a couple from, I don't have any of the Aviators ones I designed.
None of the West Coast Saints ones?
No, but I do have 2 of the special event jerseys we did in Marquette. We did the Donate Life night, and we did the NASCAR night, which was actually pretty fun. And then what else do I have? Oh, we had anyways, yeah, got a variety. So this was another one I've designed. And there'll be another one coming up at the end of October because, well, I'll keep part of this secret. But we are doing not a full pink jersey, but another kind of gray with pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And there might be something else pretty wild happening at the rink itself that we'll announce here pretty soon.
You're not talking about with the ice itself, are you?
Mm-hmm. It's happening.
You're painting it pink?
Why you got to be like this?
Sorry, I didn't even
I'm not disclosing information right now. I'm keeping all this secret until we can announce it. And then John's like, hey, you're painting the ice pink, aren't you?
Dude, I'm not even thinking. I'm just
Okay,
like, oh.
folks, the ice is being painted pink. Thanks, asshole.
I didn't even think of what I was saying.
We haven't even made it public yet.
This is Dayquil's fault.
Yeah. Jeez. Yes.
The way you went deadpan, I was like, oh no, I said it.
Good. Yes, we were gonna have pink ice. We did it before when we were at Missouri State. Breast Cancer Foundation, the Ozarks. They're amazing people. They're footing the bill for all this, including jerseys that Missouri State are going to wear, jerseys we're going to wear. Then they'll all be auctioned off. Those we will be wearing during the games.
That's your game against Missouri State, you're saying?
No. We're playing Midland University for those. I mean, screw it. At this point, the cat's out of the bag. I might as well just play with it now, you jerk. I'll show those jerseys too.
Hold on, it's about to get worse. So
this show is so off the rails right now, even by our standards.
I know it's about to get worse. As much as I love the whole raising money for all of this, like I'm such a supporter, I hate the pink ice.
It's not my favorite. I will put it at that.
I feel like I look at it as a player. Like I feel like it has to be harder to see the puck and everything. Yeah, it was nice.
That's what we're gonna wear with pink ice, John. Yeah.
I'm gonna feel so bad about this when I feel better.
No, you're not. No, you're not. But no, I'm not a huge fan of the pink ice. The time we did it, they've done it twice now, I believe, in Springfield. I was only here for the once so far. They did it prior to me arriving. The first time they did it, it was kind of pale pink. When we did it, I don't think I have any of those images on my computer right now. They're in a.
I remember seeing it when you guys did it.
It was neon.
Dark. And if you guys didn't
it was Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yeah, if you guys didn't have the ice like shaved out around the neutral zone lines,
they did a good job with that, the blue lines and all that.
Never would have saw them.
No, I guess we'll keep talking. I'll see if I can find one even on my Facebook or something. But it looked like Pepto-Bismol. And the crazy thing is because the lights would hit the pink ice, which would then reflect on the walls, so the walls looked pink.
You guys should just wear white jerseys. The reflection's gonna.
Well, and then we wore so I did. Even back then, we did. I think it was a gray that I had kind of like fading into pink. It was pretty cool, but it was wild, man. It was definitely wild. I'll have to see. Yeah, as we're talking, I'm gonna see if I can find something from then. But it's an experience. Goalies hate it. We actually informed our goalie last night because this has kind of been going back and forth whether or not it's going to happen. We got official word it is happening, and so we finally told our goalie on the bus last night that it was happening, and he wasn't thrilled. Let's put it that way.
He's like, I'm injured that day.
Okay, I found it. You ready?
Yeah, I am. I've already seen it, but it's just tremendous.
So again, this is back when we were in Missouri State. Drury didn't have a team yet, so our Drury logo is not even on the ice. People are going to think this is the most insane thing ever. There we go.
See what I mean with the shave out?
Yeah. And see how you can kind of see the walls kind of look pink because the light reflecting.
It does.
You can barely see the circles and the zones.
Oh, that was back when you had your logo, the whole logo at center ice, and not that green goblin thing.
Well, that was back when they didn't have a arena sponsor.
Yeah.
And
the old Nike Bauer dasher.
Oh, I know. Couple of them, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's an experience, and we're doing it again, apparently. So
it's for a good cause. So
it is for a good cause. Yeah. Tune into those games. It'll be entertaining. But yeah, it's going to be in for a month this time too. Last time it was only a couple weeks. We're actually playing 4 games on that. Only 2 in the pink jerseys, but we're playing 4 games. It's nuts.
So and here's the thing: go watch the Drury games. The broadcast is pretty good. Like I watched your games up in North Dakota this weekend, and not everybody has a community supporting a team like Drury does. Like they have a good broadcast. Like everything looks and sound good. It looks professional. Especially for when you think about club college hockey, nobody expects a good production. No. But it was just funny watching the game on Sunday. I was watching the game when I was getting ready to go shoot the show, and first of all, I sent Cookie a picture of who I thought the guy broadcasting looked like. But also I don't know if he's he's majoring in this and he wants to do it. But things I noticed, he was just such and such, which is he's talking about where a guy was from in Minnesota. He goes, which is 2 hours from where I'm from, and then never said where he was from. And I'm just like,
a pet. And I have not gone back to watch the games. I will at some point because we'll probably cut some video. Well, I have to cut video for the coach show, but cut some video for our players as well. Mm-hmm. One pet peeve of mine on the road, especially, well, obviously, is when either the public address announcer and or the broadcast crew, when they don't come to our staff, whether it's myself or Jeremy, it's usually me, to ask about pronunciations. That's that's broadcast 101.
Yeah.
Visiting team and we've got some unusual names on our team. And I mean, they couldn't even get, I have the most boring name on the planet. And in the arena announcing our lineup, they were calling me Chris. Both nights. The Drury Panthers are coached by head coach Jeremy Law and assistant coach Chris Cook.
Welcome,
Chris.
Chris.
I mean, Cliff is not a complicated name here. We have some of those, but mine ain't it.
I mean, you're right. It is. They're supposed to. One of the things they come up to. It's how do you and they will do it just to be sure, even if they think they have it down. But again, he was a student. It is what it is. I could at least.
Honestly, and sorry to interrupt, but I wish we had that to a point as well, because that's kind of the whole point of what we're doing is to give students opportunities. I wish we had a student coming in. Steve does a great job. I wish Steve had students alongside him helping kind of.
Didn't he last year?
Learn the trait. No.
Are you sure? I'm almost positive I remember watching games where he had or was it maybe a player?
No, we never had players up there. He would, he had the kid that ran the camera. He would occasionally bring on. You wouldn't see him, but you'd hear him, Amari. But Amari, and Amari's great. We love Amari. He's not here anymore. He moved back to, I don't know where he's from, St. Louis maybe. I don't know. But he, and he wasn't even a Drury student. He was a Missouri State student and was kind of doing essentially an internship with Web Sports Radio, which is Steve Cassin's thing. does our game. He
Why
doesn't do
don't
it.
why doesn't he have anything like that? Like that could be extremely beneficial.
Well, he has interns, but his is, I don't know if they're getting any credit anywhere for it. It would be at Missouri State if they are. The frustrating part for me is that ever since Jeremy and I took over at Drury, even before we stepped foot on campus, one of the first things we did was contact the TV department because they have a communicate a TV program and this and that. And not only did they didn't even say no to us, they didn't even respond to us, and they haven't now for 2.5 years.
Oh wow!
And so because we were hoping that we wanted, even though it's far from perfect, and like you mentioned, things get kind of goofy at times. It's a student production. Who cares?
Yeah,
that's the whole point. They're learning, and I think it adds to it. I think it's fun.
But the video they put out, like for the Champions Challenge, is it called?
Yeah.
Like that was pretty good. I mean, they started
That
with your team.
That was through the athletics program. That even went through the TV guys.
Oh, but still, like they started with your team, which actually that's a lot considering you guys are a non-varsity sport, and then they still like have you guys in on there. And it was really funny with those two guys in it. Yeah, that was really good. And they came out looking great.
Joe Davidson, we call him just a big old puppy dog. He's a large human, but he's like a human golden retriever.
Yeah,
I mean he's. And he was in full force. We had a morning skate Saturday up in North Dakota, and he was in full golden retriever mode that day, just blowing up drills. He almost ran over Jeremy and I both, and we're just laughing. It's like, yeah, it must be Joe. Anmal Garcha, the smaller guy who had his face pinned against the glass. Anmal is one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. He's super tight. He's one of our best players, but he's hilarious. And we've been saying all along, he needs his own show. He needs his own podcast. That dude is so funny. But yeah, we've got a great group though. We're very fortunate.
So before we wrap this up, and just so everybody knows, we're gonna get back to on
by the way, we're still at like 30, almost 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We said like 5 to 10
just to keep it out of the shorts.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get back to Tuesday and Friday. Like the ship will start to right itself. My games will be at home, and I don't have to go to Hershey for a home game. And other than the mentors trip, I'm not going to be traveling this year. Like we don't have anything big going on. But before we do that, Cookie, I have a coach to coach question for you about your team.
Okay.
What happened to you guys in the second period on Sunday?
I finished that one for you. Second period on Sunday.
I'm sitting there watching like your team is a great passing team.
Yeah.
But they just could not. It was everywhere but where it needed to be. Like that game shouldn't have been close.
No,
and they weren't a bad team. They had some pretty decent players in their team.
They're good. They're a good program. They're preseason number 14. We were preseason number 9. They've won multiple national titles at D2 and came right into D1 firing away like we did. And no, that's a good program. But
it was just such it was very sloppy and negligent.
We've only played 6 games, but it was, I would say, by far one of, if not the worst periods of hockey we've played all year.
It was just like sloppy and negligent. Like if a couple passes went astray, then you guys found yourself retreating back in your own zone off bad passes, and then they're just like getting to the point where they're just trying to like get it off their stick, like get it to their partner or something, and it was going everywhere.
Bigger issue. And this is the issue we talked about in the locker room, because as you know, I'm the guy that'll go on the rants and do all that stuff. And Jeremy wanted me to talk. And usually when he like kind of sends me, it's to kind of give the rant and rave. And I didn't, because it really wasn't. The biggest issue we were having was our energy level just dropped.
Yeah.
And so Friday night or Saturday night, sorry, it's weird playing Saturday, Sunday, so I keep saying Friday. Saturday night, the atmosphere in that place was pretty electric. They had their whole student section there. It was fired up. It was loud. We've
talked about this before. I love being the away team in a
packed
building.
So fun. And our players are fired up, having a blast with it. They're chirping. Their fans are, we gave up a goalie and they're doing the whole "you suck," goalie, you suck stuff. And it was awesome. It was so cool. Sunday, there was hardly anybody there. It was dead. And the atmosphere in there was dead. And we told them
it's time too.
It's 2:00 on a Sunday. Yeah. And we told them right from the beginning, you're gonna have to create your own energy because you're not getting it from the crowd. And so we had it for the first period. It took a while even then though. we didn't start well, and then we finally got that goal, and it kind of got us, going again. And then the second period, we just came out flat. We had no life, had no legs, which creates the bad passing you're talking about, because we are a great passing team. It's phenomenal. Yeah. We work well together. But when you have no legs, when you have no energy, when you have no juice, all that goes away. And so I just told him, and the other thing, it's really the first adversity we've had all year. I say all year, it's been 6 games, but first time we've had adversity, and you start to see, the early signs of what's going to happen throughout the season when there is that adversity. It's the negativity on the bench, guys getting at each other. And so I just kind of real calmly, even by anyone's standards, not just mine, just guys, we're, one of the beauties of this team, and Jeremy and I and you and I and all this have never always had this, and it's a bonus when you do, and it can be rare. But one of the beauties of this team is how tight-knit a group they are. There's no cliques. Everybody's together. And I said, and not only that, none of you are playing well, so none of you have the right to tell anybody else what they're doing wrong. But you're a tight-knit group. Why are you on each other? Go the other direction. Positive reinforcement. And come together, figure it out, and remember why we're, not to be all cliche, why we're such a family with this team, because it's one of the beauties of what we have with this program. And they figured it out in the third period. It wasn't the best period by any means, but it was, what we needed to come out with the win. And, got a great goal to take the lead. And then, let's be honest, a bit of a fluky one with the empty netter.
I didn't get to see that when I was already gone.
Yeah, that Anmol Garcha got the empty netter. One of those that was just barely moving, and the defenseman just couldn't get there the whole way. We're just all on the bench going, go, breathing on it, trying to get it to go. And yeah, so
I watched I saw obviously that second period, their first goal. Their first goal, if everything was going well for you guys, would have been a good goal. It's a nice tip-in goal they had. Yeah. And the guy was just sitting right.
It was. We didn't handle it very well defensively in front of the net.
But that's the thing is, he wasn't really covered. They should have got the puck.
Yeah, our guy was next to him, but didn't have control of his stick. That was the issue.
Yeah, he didn't try and clear him out or anything. But it was just one of those things. I'm just watching it the whole time, going, "Oh, it's I haven't coached in a while, but I know this is bad."
Yeah, and I didn't want to go in guns a-blazing either, because that's not what was needed at the moment. When I was a younger coach, when you and I coached together, I probably would have. Because that's just my thing, or was. It's not anymore. I'm too old for that crap anymore. I'm good for 1, maybe 2 of those a year, and I've already done 1 this year. So I'll save the other one. But even if it wasn't, that wasn't what was needed at the time. They just needed a reminder that we're doing this together. We're on the road. And by the way, a 15 to 16 hour bus trip home is going to feel a hell of a lot better if we win this game.
Yeah.
And it did. And we had a great time coming back.
And that's not going to be the last bad period you guys play. That's just
no, not at all.
How it goes. It doesn't matter how good you're playing first and third, or first and second and third. One of those, you're going to have a game where one period is just going to be dog shit. Yeah. And it just happens. And the thing that sucks about hockey, but it's also the greatest thing about hockey if you're on the other side of it. If one player or if one team starts to have a couple mishaps, it can quickly turn into a domino effect. And if you're the guys that can jump all over that, which you Mary did. They jumped in and just started absorbing what you guys are doing. Yeah. Almost to the point where it first started happening, they were still back. You could tell you guys were pretty aggressive in the first. And then they're like, they can't get the puck. You got to get on them. Yeah. And so, but you have one guy. I can't remember which one it is, though. You guys were on the PP. Or no, sorry, you guys were on the PK. And you iced it. Their guy's running it down. This guy closed a 20-foot gap.
Yep, I know who you're talking about.
So fast and almost took the puck away.
I wouldn't be surprised, and there's unless they did something during an All-Star game thing, which they'll never do. I think Jamison St. Clair is number 7. Mm-hmm. Might be one of, if not the fastest pure straight line speed skaters in the whole country. He's ridiculous.
It wasn't even a puck that he iced. I think somebody else iced it.
He ended up being our player of the game that game.
Did he?
Well, he had the first goal, second goal, first goal. Yeah, I think it was the first goal. Actually, I think I have my bench card right here. No, that's from Saturday. Oh, no, that's from last weekend. Never mind.
Triple bad.
Yeah, I totally screwed that one up. He scored, but he was player of the game mainly for stuff he was doing on the PK and all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
he was. I
he's
remember
very
watching. I was like, holy shit, he might catch him. And then like the guy just whacked the puck away at last second.
Yeah.
I think he threw it up the boards, which really screwed up their own power play breakout. But yeah, I was that guy. That guy could fly, man. That's pretty fun to see.
Game was fast.
But yeah. So now we got the Capitals played their first preseason game against Boston, which you got to get the kind of a first look at Boston's new jerseys, which are like their old ones. And I love them. They're the jerseys that like Ray Bork and Cam Neely wore when I was growing up. And I mean, like you said, it was kind of a boring game. The little bit I watched as well. It's just, you know, it was our first preseason game. So now we'll be in Hershey on Wednesday. And like
Thursday.
for me, what's that?
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. I've been doing it the whole time. Thanks, Cliff. I might need to call you on Wednesday. Be like, hey, where is everybody? But yeah, it's the only thing I'm not looking forward to shooting up at Hershey is like they don't have photo holes in the glass, which is crazy because they sell out like all their games. Like they pack the house for an AHL team.
Yeah.
So I got to shoot from up top, which is fine. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's a game we're playing there as a special event, but also it's because our arena is not ready yet.
Yeah.
Because of the remodel. But yeah, it'll be everything will be from up top. But it's like they sold the game out in like 15 minutes for this, so
I believe it.
it'll be fun. Like it'll be a fun time for sure. And not to mention a lot of these guys played in and will go back to Hershey during this. So, but yeah, beginning of hockey season, it's just like it's the same thing for me and Cliff. Like with that first couple weeks, there's so much happening.
Yeah, we kind of knew.
We did talk about it. We just didn't. I don't think we realized it was going to be that
Yeah,
encapsulating and everything.
I think we definitely knew we needed to get kind of into the flow of our seasons before we were able to kind of get back on our recording schedule, and that's truly played out. And now I'm into the flow of mine. I don't have another road trip for a while, like almost a month, I think. And then now you're back to home games that are consistent and all that. In fact, my buddy who we tried to get on already, Adam Bartholomew, coaches out Philadelphia Hockey Club at the Goudreau's rink there. He actually messaged me this week, said, I still need to come on. I was like, yeah, dude, we tried to get you before. But he's like, well, when do you guys record? I was like, you kind of tell us. I mean, we're pretty not super flexible, especially with you with, you know, midweek games and stuff like that. I don't have any of that. But so you give us some dates and we'll make it work. And that's kind of how it's going to be kind of moving forward. Sundays are still great. If we can pull that off, get as much done as on a Sunday as we can. But
maybe even we could also possibly record Saturday before you go to the rink if it's something pretty easy.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the same time, like we don't want to mess up somebody's flow of getting ready for a game, even as a coach and stuff like that. But But yeah, we kind of knew it was going to be happening, and now we can. We just, like I said, I knew it was going to be busy. I just didn't realize it was going to be that exhausting at the same time, and then getting sick on top of it.
Yeah, there's always so much to do right at the beginning, and then then it gets into a flow. So.
Yep. So we're definitely going to be back. Our 5 to 10 minutes has been All Angles podcast, just the whole lore of the show.
Gibberish.
But
I don't even know. I mean, I'm pretty sure this entire show does not fall into the Tuesday category either.
It doesn't. Honestly, I'm going to put it out probably on like Wednesday.
It's more of a Friday show, but yeah, I would definitely say get something out earlier.
Yeah, we'll probably put it out on Wednesday just to kind of do that, and then, but yeah, it's. I mean, we're 25 shows in. We took advantage of the time before season started. Now. I mean, both of our schedules are online, so like, there's no surprises.
No.
And stuff like that. We even talked about if there's going to be traveling and stuff. Like when I start taking little trips for the MS doc, that like this stuff's easy to bring with me. As long as I have good internet, we're good to go. And then one last thing.
Oh, I have one last thing too.
Of course, we fucking do.
But I got to find it. Mine's quick though. But go ahead because I got to find it first.
My last thing is kind of quick too, but I want to give a shout out to Adam Powell.
Yeah.
Our first guest. He's doing a lot, and he's got the neural sleeves. And
legend, man.
He did 10 miles an hour on his bike, which I know for a lot of people might be like, what? When you got MS, 10 miles an hour, you're hauling ass. He did it in the rain, no less. The neural sleeves are helping him with his walking and everything. He's doing a lot of promotion stuff with them. So I'm so freaking proud of that guy because that guy, he's like, oh, this and this and this. He's still out doing it, and he's done so much for the community and for himself to get better. And like, he never wants to be a guy who's like, I'm setting the example, but he just
you
does
are,
it.
dude. You
Yeah.
are.
So Adam, kudos to you, guy, dude. It's so awesome. Like, he updates me every day. He'll send me a thing, and I'm like, I get pumped when I see the stats he sends. So
Yeah. Mine's not quite as inspirational by any means, but I sent John something earlier today. I just want to, and we'll shout him out in the description or in a comment or something. Maybe I'll do it in a comment. Andrew McDougall, we are coming to find you. We need to get you on the show. To all of our newfound Australian viewers and friends, we have found someone who can show us the hockey world in Australia. Andrew McDougall, I found just purely by accident today. I don't even know why. I wasn't searching for Australian hockey or anything like that. It just popped up, and found his page, and he covers or does a lot about Australian hockey throughout all the. He went to.
That rink you sent me to, that's inland too, quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the name of the town wrong. And again, being exhausted, I heard him say it a million times on the episode I watched about 2 hours ago, and I'm already Canberra. Yeah, probably saying it wrong. But we have a destination, and there's going to be plenty more. Trust me. We'll be, we want to do Melbourne, we want to do Sydney, we want to do that.
If we're going to go to Australia, we're not going to go to one city and come home, back to another.
But the one thing he did show in that, because it's this one just came out. When did this come out? He just posted this 2 weeks ago. There's a hockey bar there. We're going.
Yeah,
we're going. Yeah. I mean, if you've got a town where you have the first full bowl rink in the league and there's a hockey themed bar in that town, I mean, that's a destination for John and I for sure.
We need to figure out how to get some of our memorabilia on the wall just to make people think we were big deals.
Yeah. Yeah. But we need all these teams in this Australian Ice Hockey League, the AIHL. Start sending us some swag. We'll wear it for you.
That'll be a good reaction video. Like I said, I know a guy here who played in Australia to finish up his career. He also played in the English league. Good hockey player. And it just, it just goes to show you how hard professional hockey is, where these guys are such good players and they're playing in like England or Australia, which are like lower tiers in pro. And like, I think the one guy played at Mercyhurst. My buddy here played in Mercyhurst, and the best he did was like England and Australia.
Yeah.
It's
hard.
It's hard. So.
All right. Keep it under an hour. Barely.
We're done. I might just post 5 minutes worth just to make it sound like I was right in the first place.
Yeah, it's just a whole lot of babble.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go visit Dr. Dayquil again and hopefully get this voice back next time we record.
Yeah, I don't even know what time is it. Oh God, it's not even 8 o'clock here yet.
Yeah, but remember, go to the Drury Ice Hockey page. Go bid on that jersey.
Go bid on the jersey.
And that's all we got.
Hope for Kids with Cancer. Snowdrop.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Like, subscribe, and comment.
There it is.